Kuz, first of all, how would you describe the way Kristaps played tonight?
He played very aggressive, and he had it from the jump. I think he understood his assignment. You know, knowing that Rudy was always going to, be a helper defensively, so he's always going to be back. So, we just took advantage of it early. I think I had like 4 assists in 2 minutes just kicking it back to him because just how their play style. And then, once a talented player like KP gets hot, it's hard to turn his water off. And he kept it rolling all night for us.
It seemed like you guys were pretty aware that he was close to his career high, and then everyone was very happy once he got it. How would you describe that sequence and what it was like kind of being part of it?
It's always fun when you can get somebody a career night. It's very, very hard to play in this league. It's very hard to do anything in this league. And anytime players can have career highs, it means a lot to them. And as a player, you understand how much it means. And this is good for KP to, one, get out of a little slump he's kind of been in. And, he carried us the whole night.
You guys are now a quarter of the way through the season. What have you and your teammates learned about this team?
We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do for sure. I think that, for the most part, when we're clicking offensively, we're usually a better defensive team where that can't be the case. I feel like we have to consistently be defensive-minded every single night and let that kind of just carry us. But, first 20 games, 11-10, yeah, we got work to do. So.
This was roughly the point last year where the team started to slide a little bit. Granted, there were injuries and illnesses too, but how does this team avoid that?
We're all gonna fight. We're gonna fight. Last year we gave in, we quit, and that's not gonna be us this year. So.
Kyle, for you, I guess there's a couple threes that you hit in. I think 3 threes maybe in the third quarter. I guess what did that do to kind of just keep them at bay?
It did a lot. I think the entire game, they really didn't want to play, and they came out, gave us a big punch. Basketball is a game of runs, and we just took their run, and it was a very, very important moment for us because, we were up 20, and then they got to 10, had a little momentum, but we just kept going, and it worked out for us.
A lot of teams are better at home than they are on the road, but given how many road games you guys have coming up, how can you improve how you guys have played away from D.C.?
We got to lock in. We got to be aggressive. We got to understand that teams are always going to make runs, and our confidence can't waver from other teams' runs. And it's going to be a very, very important stretch for us, 17 out of 23, right? That's what it is. It's extremely important to pick up road wins because you want to protect home in this league in a regular season. And, if you can go 500 on the road, steal a couple of games, then you're putting yourself in position to not work as hard when April comes.
Wes pregame kind of described, coming out of the 3-game skid, an air of desperation that he wanted you guys to play with. I guess kind of what was the mentality that you guys started the game with?
We were real loose but focused. I think we understood. We knew how they were going to play us, and we just exploited it. Plain and simple. We did a great job. Wes did a phenomenal job tonight. With his rotations, timely, with his adjustments, and game plan. So it was an all-around team win.
On the rotations, actually, you've kind of been a bit of the bridge with the second unit. I guess, what do you feel like you can, provide in that role?
We've had some issues with our second unit a little bit this year, just from a consistency standpoint. But we also had injuries, and for me, I think that's a time and place where I can be really, really aggressive throughout the game. Obviously, if I'm playing with KP and Brad, I'm trying to just trying to figure out the word I want to use. Be the glue. and figure out and get guys the ball. But when I'm playing in the second unit, I can be more aggressive and get downhill and also still play make as well and go against second unit level players. So.
What'd you think of Gaff meeting Anthony Edwards at the rim twice there in the first half?
I was extremely happy for Gaff today. Gaff had a phenomenal game. I think he's been in a little slump lately. Might not be happy with some of the minutes he may be playing, but he came out and played with phenomenal energy tonight and really helped us out. His activity level was huge, and it was just glad to see him have a good game like that.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you.
Have a great night.